Good morning students. Welcome to physics class. Remember students, learning is the treasure that will follow the owner everywhere. Now let us recall the previous class. In the previous class we have learnt about measuring the electric current and also we have learnt about the electromotive force. Now can you define the current? This current is the rate at which the charge flow past a point in a circuit. And the unit of current is ampere and the instrument to measure current is the ammeter. Now can you define an electromotive force? Electromotive force is the work done in driving a unit charge in an electrical circuit by the driving source. Now you imagine you have two beakers of water. Consider you are having two beakers of water and in both the beakers you have the same level of water. In both the beakers we have to maintain the same level of water and these two beakers are connected by means of a pipe at the bottom. So connect the two beakers by means of a pipe at the bottom and the level should be the same for the two beakers. Say it is beaker 1 and it is beaker 2 and there is a connecting pipe in between. Now can you make water flow from B2 to B1? The question is that you have to make the water flow from B2 to B1 and the condition is that you should not add water or remove water from any of the beaker so as to adjust the level of water. Can you do it? How will you do it? Yes, you have to raise the height of the second beaker so that the water from the beaker 2 will flow to the beaker 1. What is the factor that made the water flow? It is the height difference. There may be many other factors, but one of the factors is the height difference. A difference in height makes the water flow from beaker 2 to beaker 1. Electricity also needs some factor for its flow. Now, if you consider a simple copper wire connected like this, is a copper wire. Will there be any flow of electricity? No, isn't it? So, there must be a factor that must trigger the electricity to flow. What may be the factor? And that is called as the potential difference. So in today's class we are going to learn about potential difference. What is potential difference? Now here we are having just a connecting wire and now this connecting wire is connected by means of a battery in between. What is a battery? Collection of cells. Okay, so here I am having a battery. It's a positive terminal and the short line is the negative terminal. Now what happens here? The electron starts flowing in the connecting wire. Okay, so how is the electron flowing through this circuit? So in a battery it consists of a cathode and anode. This creates a chemical energy inside the battery. The chemical energy will create a potential difference in the battery. So you might have seen a battery. So positive terminal and a negative terminal. So some chemical energy will be created which creates a difference between the positive terminal and also a negative terminal. This difference is called as the potential difference. So this chemical energy will be now converted into electrical energy. So the electrical energy will flow only when there is a difference in the positive and the negative terminal. Now the electric charges are very close together. They will be at high potential, and the other side will be having the positive charges which is maintained at a lower potential. So what happens? The electrons, the high potential will always move towards the positive charge, and this creates a potential difference inside the battery. So this potential difference will make the electrons to flow against the difference. That is the pressure created inside the battery due to the chemical reaction. So it flows through the circuit, then again it reaches the positive charge. So likewise this negative side, so the electron flows like this and it reaches the positive charge, thereby maintaining the balance between the high potential and the low potential. So what is this potential difference here? It is the work done in bringing a unit charge from one point to another. This potential difference is also called as voltage. Potential difference is also called as voltage, and the unit of potential difference is volt. So potential difference is also called as the voltage, and its unit is volt. Volt V is equal to W by Q. W, what is W? That is the W is the work done, and Q is the charge. Name the instrument to measure the voltage. So it is the voltmeter. Now consider the circuit diagram. So this is a cell connected to a bulb. This is the symbol for the bulb. And it is connected with the voltmeter. If it is represented as V, it is the voltmeter. So this is a positive, negative and a positive. Here again negative and a positive. The voltmeter is connected in parallel in the circuit. So the potential difference for this bulb can be measured by using the voltmeter. So whenever there is a chemical energy in the battery, a potential difference is maintained which drives the unit charge from one point to the other, and again it reaches. So the electron flows, so there will be flow of current in the circuit, and the voltage created in the battery can be measured by using the voltmeter. Next, let us learn resistance. Resistance means opposing something. So here in our topic, resistance is the measure of opposition offered by the component to the flow of current through it. So what is resistance? Resistance is the opposition offered by the component to the flow of current. So resistance is the measure of opposition offered by the component to the flow of current through it. So every component has its own resistance. Can you give me the examples of good conductors? Metals are good conductors, and normally we use copper. So copper, aluminium are good conductors. But certain materials are used for giving resistance in an electrical circuit. They are nichrome, tin oxide, etc. They offer resistance in an electrical circuit. So consider in the case of a bulb, we have a filament, a tungsten filament, isn't it? So it gives some resistance to the component for the flow of electric current. Similarly, in the case of an iron box, the iron box consists of a heating element. The heating element acts as a resistor which is made of nichrome. It resists the flow of current through it. And certain materials are called as insulators. So what are insulators? So insulators are the materials that completely resist the flow of electric current through it. Can you give me the example for the insulator? It is the wood, plastic, etc. The unit for resistance is ohms. What is the unit for resistance? The unit for resistance is ohms, and this is the symbol for representing ohm. There are two types of resistors: fixed resistor and variable resistor. The symbol for fixed resistor is, so this is a symbol for a fixed resistor, and a kind of variable resistor is called as a rheostat. So this is the symbol for a rheostat. Now let us define 1 ohm. 1 ohm is the resistance of a component when a potential difference of 1 volt is applied across the component driving a current of 1 ampere through it or through the electrical circuit. So what is 1 ohm? 1 ohm is the resistance of a component when a potential difference of 1 volt is applied across the component that drives a current of 1 ampere through the electrical circuit. Now, if we compare the electromotive force and also the potential difference, both appears to be the same, but there is a difference. It is the electromotive force, EMF, and also the potential difference. So both produce voltage across any 2 points. Both the electromotive force and also the potential difference creates a voltage across any 2 points, but in the case of electromotive force, the voltage is created when there is no current. And here in the case of potential difference, the voltage is created when current passes through the circuit. So this is the difference between the electromotive force and the potential difference. Now let us learn the electrical circuits. To represent an electrical wiring or solve problem involving electrical circuits, the circuit diagram are made. Now what is an electrical circuit? A path along which electrons can flow is called a circuit. There are different components available for the electrical circuit. They are the electric cell, the switch in the on condition and a symbol is given, the electric bulb, battery, switch which is in the off condition and connecting wire. These are the important components of an electric circuit. Let us look at the symbols for various components of an electric circuit. The electric cell, the long line represents a positive terminal and the short line represents a negative terminal. Then group of cells is called a battery, switch on, switch off, electric bulb, connecting wire. Then we have a wire joint, then the electric bulb, then resistance which is a fixed resistance, then the variable resistance or else it is the rheostat, then the symbol of an ammeter and voltmeter. This is a simple electric circuit which consists of a cell, a bulb, connecting wires and a switch which is in the on condition. Here the bulb can act as a resistance. It can also be called as a load. This is a simple circuit diagram which consists of a cell, the connecting wires, the open switch, resistance. So in the place of resistance you can use a bulb which offers resistance to the circuit. So since the circuit is in the open, as the switch is open, the current cannot flow through the circuit according to this diagram. Now this is the measuring instruments. The picture of ammeter, the voltmeter and multimeter is available there which measures both the current and voltage. This is the fixed resistor. There are different color bands that are given. The color bands gives the value of the resistance offered by the resistor. So this is also a simple circuit which we have the voltmeter, the battery, the switch, ammeter and this is the rheostat which is the variable rheostat which can be adjusted according to the current flow. Let us recall. In today's class we have learnt about potential difference which is the work done in bringing unit charge from one point to the other in an electrical circuit. Potential difference is otherwise called voltage. Its unit is volt, the symbol is V. And the instrument to measure the potential difference is voltmeter. The formula to calculate potential difference V is equal to W by Q, where W is the work done, Q is the charge. Next we have learned the resistance. Resistance is the opposition offered by the component to the flow of current in a circuit. Its unit is ohms and this is the symbol. There are two types of resistor, fixed resistor and variable resistor. Then we have learnt about the electrical circuit diagram. In an electrical circuit diagram, the important components are the cell, connecting wires, resistance and switch. Thank you students.